Yep, it's me back, real unsisted Browns fan. Um, Breaking episode, obviously. Since O is gone, uh, I don't know if I should be calling like dog checking or anything like that. I really feel like he brought that here, so um, I have to rename that part of the show. But I'm breaking this show anyway because we got big news to talk about anyway. You know what I'm saying? I broke the show with O anyway, so it's like why not break it on a good note? We signed Wyatt Teller and Joel Batonio. You know what I'm saying? And they did it in the right way too, man. Like the way like they gave Wyatt, you know what I'm saying, big money, but then they gave Joel even bigger money. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, setting a reward thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, to our homegrown that, you know, like obviously it ain't gonna be everyone. You know what I mean? Like you still gotta have value, and Joel's been of great value. 3 contracts. You know, obviously everybody or they reported it's never been done before by Browns players since 1999. So um, that's a big. I think that's a big thing to me. I mean, I know he downplaying it, and it's just like he just the reason why he down like he knows it's a good thing, but it's like he just does. He's doing what he does is just work hard, and everything else falls in place. So if there's any moral of the story, is that between him, Joe Thomas, and all that, just work hard, and boom, everything else falls into place. So congratulations to those guys on that. Obviously it was crazy for me because it was like the last video that I had made, prior to this one, which I mistitled, and I'm gonna go ahead and fix that as I log into the account. Um, so I was tired. That was the thing. That's what happened. I was tired. As you can see, I was nodding and whatever like that, and I was trying to like fight it. I didn't want to. It was like I was like a kid, like trying to fight it, and it got me because I went right to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I was done. You know what I mean? So, anyways, yeah. When I said those blocks on Wyatt Teller, and everybody's seen it, there's memes out there, them and the alligator and everything like that. That's just funny, man. That's definitely big funny. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I know for him it got to be funny too, because like they do kind of look extreme, and there's a bunch of them. So it's who got the better one. I don't know. Man, so like this is a good thing for me. Like, all right, like what does it mean for the future? It's like obviously, you know, they know that the offensive line is a big part of it. Especially in AFC North, it's like when you play in the elements, like you gotta have good linemen. Like that's probably like one probably probably even as more is like having a particular skill player. And I think them doing this was just. I mean, it was man, it was such a good move. You know what I'm saying? For if it was AB that made the call, like that's why you give him like GM of the year and shit. Like to do stuff like this and to be proactive on it. Not just sit up here and wait. So it's like he got a method as far as like what he doing. So I think that's why most people ain't really worried, you know what I mean, about their contracts. I mean, obviously the players should never be worried about their contracts in the first place. They should just focus on playing and playing well. Obviously, like how Joel Batonio was doing, and all the greats and that matter because everything else would just fall in line. But also being real with yourself is like, you know, you get millions of dollars, and like I ain't saying like you can't have, but like once you get the bag, it's like all right, what else? Like what else is there to accomplish? And to be honest, I think that's what they do it for is to be a champion. So it's like, and if you really believe in that, it's like at some point you can't just sit up here and be super selfish and be like, I'm about to take all the money. So it's like whatever they doing, I feel like no, they're not the top. Well, I guess Joel's the top as far as like you know annual salary. You know what I mean? But I guess like that's where it kind of like confuses me at times, where it's like they be using words like, oh, they got the highest contract or whatever like that, and it's just, I guess it just means in far as like the dollars, you know what I'm saying, the overall dollar amount of the contract, that's why they're the highest. But then it's like when you come into like annual salary, then it's like that's its own separate category too. So I mean, but it's just like sometimes when they interchange them, it's like, wait a minute, you said there was number two, now they three, now they this and that. So I'll just be confused. But um, but I got it. Obviously, I was confused in the beginning, but like I said, over time, I was able to be like, okay, that's what this mean, and this is what this means. So, um, I mean, I don't know, like it's you got the tackles, you gotta get the tackles lined up. I mean, we got Jed under contract, you know what I mean, for his rookie contract. So I guess we good there. Jack Conklin, man, you gotta get healthy. I mean, but what can you do? It's a high contact sport, so these things gotta happen, and um, man, it just sucks. You know what I mean? Because it would be nice for him out there, but I gotta take a better look at Blake Hance, and they said that he's out here doing it, so I haven't really been paying attention. I'm just like the offense was the defense and just everything. You know what I mean? Like everything is just falling in line, and this is a big step. I feel like for us in the future where we really I think we're all in, if you will, on getting this championship. Like we are trying to bring a ring to Cleveland. Period. Point blank. That's all I can see is that like they focused on that. So with them keeping the passing game clean pocket. That's all we got to work on at this point. Now I don't want to say it's straight up like the linemen. It has been at times, people going down, but Bill Callahan is trying to correct it, and he's correcting it fast. So, wow. I mean, we got the structure. We just gotta continue to build and go 1-0 each week. But congratulations to those guys for sure, man. Like, um, it's Teller, you stay here for the rest of his career. Like I said, man, you stay, even though you wasn't with us in the beginning, but once your years override, where you was at previously, it's like that's what you are. Period. You know what I mean? You go over there. Some people try to claim their own. What's his name? Anquan Bolden. He wanted to retire a Raven. Other people wanted to retire a Raven or retire as a. I don't know how that worked, but you know what I'm saying. They wanted to declare themselves to be a Raven when they go out the league. So yeah, basically like, hey man, you stay here longer. That's what it is, man. So, realist is a Browns fan. Peace.